How disappointing.
She squeezes.
Whoa.
The pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp.
Hi. It is time to play more Slay the Princess Genocide run. I am so excited to play more Slay the Princess. They added a patch. So they added beautiful orchestra music, and they added a bunch of things to the end of the game, and I really appreciate them. They blacked it out for spoilers, so I don't actually know what they added, and I can't wait to find out what they added to the end of the game, and I can't wait to hear beautiful orchestra music. So yay for the patch. Let's get into it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment below. Thank you so much for avoiding spoilers in your comments. I really appreciate that. This is my 12th Slay the Princess video, and no part of the game has ever been spoiled for me. That's amazing. So thank you so much, and keep them coming. I love reading your comments and replying to them. They're so sweet and they're so funny. Today we're going to try to do something that was suggested in a comment. We're going to bring the knife down, drop the knife, and then eventually we'll get a choice to either give up or finish the job. And hopefully that's still available to me, because in my pacifist playthrough I picked give up. So I think I know how to get to that choice, and hopefully I still can. And if I pick finish the job, apparently that will get me to a chapter 2 that I've never seen. So we're gonna try to do that today. And yeah, let's get into it.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here.
Oh, that's new with the patch. That's never come up before. Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting Tab on your keyboard or L2 on your controller. Viva la Revolution!
You take the blade from the table.
Who's there?
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
The blade.
All right, let's drop it.
Thank you. So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
Never.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Yeah, I've definitely asked all of these things. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
All right, so the person in the comment said, take knife, drop the blade, but then try to slay her right after that. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Oh, here we go. Give up is grayed out, because I did that in my pacifist playthrough. So we're gonna pick finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Oh, absolutely not.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Adversary.
You're on a path.
It's a new
in the
chapter
woods.
2. Someone actually mentioned the Adversary in a comment without spoiling anything for me. Thank you. Time to find out why they liked the Adversary so much.
She will lie, she will cheat.
All right, which voice are we gonna get?
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Wow, every single Homicide playthrough video, Stubborn's been here.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I'm sure.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you,
as
if
the
trying
rock
to
walls.
forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I love it. I love the stone. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay
did
the
you hear
princess
that?
and save the world without a weapon.
It kind of sounded like bells. Enter the basement. Ooh. Oh, I love when the doors are stone.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh, Stubborn's gonna get along with her. Stubborn might fall in love for once.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Exactly.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Hopefully both.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Oh my god, I think we finally found the princess that someone said I might find just as attractive as the tower. She's a tiefling.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Ooh, I'm playing a tiefling in Baldur's Gate 3. I just started the game, so if you guys want to check that out, I have a couple of videos. I'm playing a tiefling sorcerer. I love tieflings.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. That is a contrarian line if I've ever seen one.
But I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
That sounded so bad.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. That's not true, but I want to see what she says.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you? If you want to talk, I guess I can talk, but you should come a little closer first.
That reminds me of my favorite chapter 2. I think she's still my favorite chapter 2 princess, when she's like, you'll have to come close.
But you'll have to come close.
Look at all the stabbing devices I have. It's practically 0.
Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically 0.
The razor, the chapter 2 razor is by far my favorite chapter 2. I think that's the most I've ever laughed. You'll have to come close. Step closer.
Blade held tight in your hand, you take a cautious step towards the princess. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you.
Oh, down? Okay, so she's taller than me.
She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
What happened after you died?
I woke up, didn't you?
Yep, you're different.
I know. You already told me.
Oh, that's true. That's good continuity. The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
You don't have any wounds.
You don't either.
Oh, okay, good to know. Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what we are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing.
You want the same thing as stubborn, if that makes you feel better.
But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
Wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
That's exactly what I was saying. Her and Stubborn want exactly the same thing out of life. Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die and the world doesn't have to end.
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real. What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you. What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying. That is the only thing I'm interested in.
If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
We have to figure out why we're here.
We don't, because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
We're here to kill each other? It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her. I'm interested in overpowering her. We shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
I don't mean, why are we existentially? I mean, quite literally, why are you in this basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why you? There are answers out there, and we need to find them.
And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls in our blood. I know what I am. I don't need answers.
You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
Ooh, that's a good line.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Oh, why thank you.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
Oh, 100%.
No, she means fighting us.
No, Stubborn.
She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will.
Maybe.
The fear of death no longer able to hold us back.
Stubborn understands this princess.
Just start stabbing her already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Fine. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, poor Stubborn. Oh no, that's the first time I've ever heard Stubborn be unsure of himself.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
I mean, I think Stubborn gets it.
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
That's a Homicide playthrough explained right there.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Bait an opening and outmaneuver her. Strike at her heart and head on. Run. Bait an opening and outmaneuver her.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Ooh, I love when they do the comic panels like this.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Wait, Stubborn, I thought you said that I was supposed to go through her. I was trying to do what you wanted.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me.
Clearly.
I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes,
Whoa.
the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp.
No!
The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Crap.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! Chapter 3!
You're on a path.
Oh.
If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
I'm sorry, Stubborn. It's not that I was afraid, I just misunderstood what you wanted. The path in the woods is all stone and rock and cave-like. Oh, I love it.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us
Oh,
alive.
hunted.
We died because you didn't have enough of it.
That's an interesting combination, hunted and stubborn. Have we had that before?
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Yeah, that's exactly what hunted would pick.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Oh.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods?
Oh.
Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Every single time she leaves the cabin, that's what ends the world. So all of a sudden we're able to bring her into the woods without ending the world? This is like changing the rules a little bit.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Ooh.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
We know that's not what's going on.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Yay, Hunter doesn't trust the narrator either.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
We are. It's a genocide run.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world.
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Oh, I've never tried to leave in Chapter 3, but I'm sure since I've already talked to the Shifting Mound, she'll just be like, you can't go further astray, you've already committed to my path. But let's try. I'm done with this. Bye!
Coward. Deserter.
Turning her back to her could be a mistake. Are you serious? Fine, you walk away from the cabin. We'll see how that goes for you.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Wait, what?
What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
What?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Ooh. Cold spite. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you. I hate you, 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 I hate you. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. What? Oh my god, that was so cool. Okay, let's load back into the Eye of the Needle and actually go to the cabin this time. That was so cool. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the
wow.
path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
I love this. I love all the rocks and the cave and the... Oh my god. Oh, it's so pretty.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
I love Chapter 3s. I love how they change the woods and outside the cabin. Oh, it's great.
From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building.
It is a tunnel.
Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward.
Oh my
The only
god.
furniture of note
It's
is an
on the
iron
window.
altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is the least cabin-like the cabin's ever been. It's just it's a rock tunnel with a window and a blade on it. How cool.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Well, clearly we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
But there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room, and that's it.
A mirror? But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There isn't a door.
Time for Stubborn to smash it.
There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Smash it!
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there. It's right in front of you. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash it! Smash it!
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
That was the first time we didn't see our fist when I told Stubborn to smash the door.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face.
Oh.
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Wow. We're rock climbing into a cave. We're not even... That is so cool.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
This is so awesome.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Oh, that's the least scared and paranoid Hunted's ever been. If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember?
Is she?
How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time. They'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over.
I wonder if it's really possible to actually get her into the woods and fight her there.
Fine by me.
Continue to the basement landing.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
This is so cool. I love the rock tunnel.
Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her.
Wow, we're actually going to lead her out of here?
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them, and we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done, but I have questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting.
Me. I have so little patience, it's ridiculous.
I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have. You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Stubborn has been
Without
oddly
hesitation,
quiet.
You turn back the way you came and scramble
Oh my
up the
god, we're
ledge
doing
towards
it.
the tunnel entrance.
We're doing it. We're leading her out. Oh my
As you near
god.
the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
Where's Stubborn?
Reach the
Why?
ledge
Oh
and
my
push
god.
yourself up into the tunnel.
There's like,
The cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
That is so cool that there's a cabin door into the tunnel. Oh, I love it when we see like the doors and the stairs and everything like from this angle. Oh my god, it's so awesome.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
Ooh.
We're almost there.
If she leaves the door though, we just end the world and that's where the chapter ends, right?
Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there, and we'll take the fight with us.
I'm surprised Stubborn's on board with this plan.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
What grass? Everything was so rocky.
You glance back.
Oh
at the
my
cabin
god,
as
she's
the princess,
outside.
singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
This is so
You are walking
cool.
a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over.
So get it right.
This is so cool. This is the first time I've ever seen the princess actually climbing out of the cabin door. This is so awesome.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
Wow, it's like Hunted's taken control.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
This is the most intense princess ever. Oh, more comic panels.
A devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us!
Oh.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
Have I?
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Wow. That was so awesome. But you do not have the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, she looks so awesome. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Oh, I love that. You know that at the end of this, once we're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. I will regret destroying you if that is what we come to.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. All right, I'm gonna end the video here. This was amazing. Oh my god, the Adversary was so fun. And I loved chapter 3. The path was all rocks and like a crevice. And then inside the cabin was just a tunnel with like a window. There wasn't even a blade table. It was just like on the window. And then we rock climbed down into this cave. And then we actually brought the princess outside the cabin and fought her there. This was amazing. According to comments, I've seen every chapter 2 now, which is so cool and exciting. This was great. I loved this. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment below. Have I seen every chapter 2? If there's another chapter 2 that I haven't seen, please tell me without spoilers, but I don't even have to tell you that because you guys are so great at not spoiling things and I really appreciate it. This has been awesome. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? It felt good last time. It felt right. I'm sick of waiting.
Smash it, smash it.
Yes, finally. This is the hole I felt. This is what I've been missing.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Oh, even Stubborn's on board.